Welcome to What Do We Need to Know? A game related to the strategic planning for Meals on Wheels San Diego County. I'm Kevin Popovich, the idea guy, and today we need your help in solving these problems. And I'm working with my friend, Meals on Wheels CEO Brent Wakefield. How you doing, Brent?
I'm great. Great to be here today. Thank you.
Yeah, and great to have you here. Is awesome.
Right.
As we are continually to mind our social distancing and our safe work environment, we are working on solving our community problems. And in some of our work together, we've started to identify some of the problems that others have identified in our community, and we're going to collaborate on those today.
Exactly. And this is where we need your input because nobody is as smart as everybody together. Or how does that expression go? You have a good one.
Right. None of us know as much as all of us.
None of us know as much as all of us. And so all of you are really important. So we would really like your input in some of our problems. What's your problem, right?
Yeah, what's your problem?
Right.
Right. So what are some of the problems that you're hearing that our community is telling us, Brent?
Well, I think one of the problems is there are actually more seniors. There are probably about 700,000 seniors, and we're serving 2,000 a day. So we could be serving a lot more clients, and we could be serving a lot more diverse clients. So I would say serve more and diverse clients is one of our problems.
Great. So we're going to get some of the ideas that you have, right? Some of the things that we need to know in order to solve the problems. You're going to add your thinking to the boards behind us.
Right.
And that's what we're going to ask each of you to do at your own locations. If you please go ahead and add those Post-its now.
All right.
Right.
So we've got a few good ones here. I think outreach in diverse communities is important, and we can kind of tailor our outreach to communities. And then if we're increasing our clients by that much more, say doubling or tripling, can we double or triple our volunteers? Well, we may not. And so, or maybe we can. But if we don't, we can hire more on the delivery team, ? So that's, I think, an important problem there for us.
It is, and it's solving what we need to know is, right, what do we need to know in order to solve our problems? Now, for instance, as we try to solve for, right, how might we build a better kitchen, right? Some of the things I was thinking about is, can we add a public restaurant in order to test some of the new ideas? We could probably do more testing, run them as specials, get feedback, and when we get positive feedback, perhaps we try to roll it out with some of our clients.
That's a really cool idea. I've never thought of that. See?
Right?
This is why you're the idea guy. All right.
Yeah. And then the other is, can we add an innovation kitchen to experiment more? In some of the things that I've been reading about, there's a lot of places that are big food restaurants and chains, and they're experimenting, but they're doing so in different ways outside of the normal culinary process.
Oh, interesting.
I wonder what we can learn from them.
Yeah.
Right?
That's really great to be looking at the people who are really innovative in this space. Thank you. And I think building a better app. We've got this tremendous app. We were the first in the country to test it. Now, what else can we add on to this app, right? Are there add-ons? So maybe it would be fun even for the seniors to be able to interact with the volunteers on their way there. So just like when you're doing Uber Eats, you can follow, where's my driver? You know exactly where they are. So kind of the serve tracker type, right? Track your delivery. That's kind of a fun thing.
Right.
And how about if you really liked your volunteer a lot and you get to send your volunteer a special thank you note? Wouldn't that be kind of nice? Because then the volunteer, it's an extra interaction that you get to have after they've left.
Right.
So sending a thank you note to the volunteer's cell phone from your cell phone. Or maybe it's an opportunity, not that we want to create a dating site, but it could be a way to connect with other clients, right? So,
right.
And and I think there are a lot of interesting things to do there. Like if we're serving meals that have a certain cultural origin, and then there could be trivia about that certain culture, that food, that could play out on the app. So it'd be a fun thing. They're eating an enchilada, and you learn where they came from or something like that. So it kind of keeps the mind active and more engagement with clients, and you hear all the fun, ridiculous things that people say about the food. So
great ideas. Now, I'm thinking about two from the menu standpoint. So for instance, if we want to create a different menu, right, and different might mean different things to different people, But for instance, what can we learn from QSRs or quick service restaurants that we might be able to repurpose for our menu, right? A lot of times people have favorites, or they hear about so-and-so makes a so-and-so, and it sounds great to them.
Right.
Right? But then also, how can we do a healthy version of that as well, right? Because unfortunately, a lot of the trends that we see aren't very healthy.
Right.
Right?
I know they like to add bacon to everything now. There's an over-glorification of bacon and hipster menus, which we all like bacon, but we can't be sending our clients more bacon. So
Yes,
very good point.
Yeah, and the last one, and then that's our healthy origins. How about for services? What are you thinking on services, Brent?
Well, you know, we are all about people in contact with people. Kind of that's our secret sauce.
Right.
Is the time they get to spend with the volunteers. So any of our services that augment contact with people are going to be important, right? So
Right.
we just have to just kind of think very broadly what that could be, and then we can get more specific. But it's a broad idea, not so specific. And then, you know, can we integrate with healthcare systems? Because right now, if somebody releases a client from the hospital, and they release them and they get a 30-day pack of meals, or meals delivered for 30 days, it's a terrific option, because that client, you know, 30% of readmittance in the hospital is due to malnutrition. So right there, it's a win-win for the insurance company, and we're just doing our normal business of delivering food and doing a wellness check. So
Great ideas.
I think that's a super opportunity for us in the future.
Right.
So,
Now, for delivery, right, how can we improve our delivery? We were thinking, well, how can we leverage the people that are already driving? For instance, Uber and Lyft. We know that there is a lot of people out there that drive already, and we know that there's been some challenges in them being able to have consistent employment. Is there an opportunity to leverage that workforce? And then also, how can we offer more competitive wages for our drivers so that we get more consistent delivery services for our clients?
interesting. That's great.
So,
Absolutely.
so these are just some of the problems that we're trying to solve within the community. We continue to try to identify more, and then invite you and everyone else throughout the community to collaborate with us. So as we keep saying, none of us know as much as all of us, and Brent and I wanted to make sure that we invited you to participate in this game. What do we need to know?
Awesome. Thank you so much. And we are looking forward to engaging with all of you. And be honest and be creative, because this is the idea guy, and when I'm around him, I'm inspired. So hopefully this video has inspired you, and we look forward to getting feedback from you. Thank you.
Thank you.
What do we need to know? A game related to the strategic planning for Meals on Wheels San Diego County.